Hello, welcome back to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit, and today we have another timeless pick a card reading. And today's topic is the physical appearance of your future spouse. And you'll have bullied me into doing this reading. So here we go. We have three piles to choose from. Pile number one, we have Tarot of the Divine Masculine. Pile number two, we have Triomphe della Luna Tarot. And pile number three, we have Murder of Crows Tarot. So take a minute, see what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamp for your pile. And again, remember, these are general readings, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for a private reading, and I'll see you guys in your reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number one. If you chose Tarot of the Divine Masculine, this is your reading on the physical appearance of your future spouse. And the cards are already jumping, so there's clearly an urgency that your future spouse feels towards you. And what I'm getting right away is they may be in the past felt like it was just too good to be true, your situation, and therefore they sort of ran away and chose someone else, but they clearly want to come back running. Ace of Swords. I'm not even lying. And this was supposed to be about their physical appearance, but I guess this is how your person wants to start the reading. Okay, pile number one. So we have Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Six of Cups, the Chariot, Ace of Swords, Five of Swords, and Six of Swords. I feel your person is very lean. I think they're very slender. They could be tall. They could be tall and thin. But I do feel that even if they're not tall, they will be more on the leaner side. And they could have olive skin. Olive to light skin is what I'm getting. They could also have dark skin. That's also something I'm seeing over here. So it's a general reading fitted to your situation, but it's sort of going to be on the spectrum. And they could either have long hair or short hair. We sort of have both in this spread. So I guess it's more of a broader reading over here, and you will physically feel protected when you're around this person. They will definitely give you that sense of comfort. And I think pile number one, you are someone who sort of enjoys that physical security. So I do think your person is going to give you that, given this is your future spouse. And they're very emotional, but over time they have learned to curb their emotions, and they may not always express how they truly feel. But there's definitely a lot of love here. We have Two of Cups, and you definitely have history with this person, not just in this life, but also in your past life. I would say it's sort of mirroring. We have Six of Cups in the center of this reading. So I do feel that is very important. And there is a sense of incompletion that you both feel at both your ends, that you will be able to come together in this lifetime and fulfill. And like I said, I think your person is very, very hasty to come back into your life. I don't think there is any question about that. And I do think they have the clarity, but I think you're not as sure anymore about your person. But this is your future spouse. So I do think you will eventually soften up, because I do think maybe words have been exchanged that weren't exactly pleasant. We have Five of Swords. So they could have really hurt you and vice versa. But they really want to work towards calmer waters. And they regret running away. They regret choosing wrong. And I think this really eats your person every day. I think they think about you every day. Or if you're single, I think this is a future event that is going to happen for you. So better to be aware, right? Yeah, again, we have Moon behind the deck. So I think your person is completely clear that you are the one, even if they didn't think that way in the past. And again, I know I'm repeating myself, and this is supposed to be about their physical appearance, but I guess this is the core message over here. And to answer your question, yes, you will be very physically attracted to your future spouse. And I think your person is going to be a little shy with you, even though they're not the kind to be shy. I think it's just because they're crushing on you so hard, or they will crush on you so hard that they would feel as if all the people that they have been with, and it all just fails in comparison to you, and the usual tricks don't work because again the charm you have on them, you are very bewitching to your future spouse as well, so they're not as quick on their feet as they would like to be just because they're so mesmerized. I think that's the best way I can put it. And I think you will feel this way about each other, even if there is a lot of stoicism within you and your person. So I think you are mirroring this within each other, or you will be mirroring this within each other. But there's definitely going to be movement over here. We have Two of Cups and Chariot. So there will be a right time for you to again heal your wounds and move forward. I think your person also realizes that they thought they won, but they truly lost by losing you. So this realization hits them deeper than what they let on, or even what they realize often at times, I would say. And there is a lot of water here as well. So I do think your person feels very, very deeply, even if they don't always express it to you. And it will take them some time to truly open up. But I would say that your person looks much, much younger than their age. So they do take care of their physical health and their skin. And they're usually very on top of their game. And it's just with you, they truly mess up because it does feel like soulmate energy over here. And there's a different level of intensity. There's a level of spiritual intensity that if someone is not spiritual and they feel it for the first time, they often find it difficult to ground themselves. So I think even if you are single right now, which I do think a lot of y'all are, it's okay. I think at the right time when you both have healed, you will be able to come together. And I'm really trying to channel their physical attributes, but I'm just able to channel this other message. So again, take what resonates. They're going to be very, very strong. Like I said, you're going to feel very safe because we have so many horses. We have horses on the Eight of Cups and we have two horses on the Chariot card. So your person will have a lot of endurance. I think we'll just keep it to that. Yeah. And there could be a long distance thing over here as well. We have Six of Swords. So maybe you're traveling, your person is traveling, either way. But there is a sense of long distance here as well. So like I said, again, when the time is right, I think you will be able to come together, especially if there's a race, especially if there's a race difference, if there's an age difference, if this is a same-sex situation, just fit it to your situation. You will be able to overcome the odds, if that makes sense, at the right time when you truly are meant to be together. And I think you will be creating things together, whether it be a child or even a business for a lot of y'all that I'm getting over here. So you will be working with your future spouse as well, pile number one. I think right now, you are in a very slow phase in your life, and I think you need to really take your time with it because you are exactly where you need to be, and there will be momentum picking up, but sometimes you just have to take things as they come day by day, and learn to be fully embodied in those moments, right? Another thing I would say about your future spouse's physical appearance is when you finally do unite and you start being together, you both will start looking like each other, which is a very general trait among couples, but you both won't get very old. You both will look very, very young because again, there's a lot of youthful energy in the cards. So like even in your 40s, 50s, you would look 20 years, 10 years, 15 years younger. So I don't know if it's good genes or if it's skincare or the combination of both, but yeah, that's one attribute about your future spouse. I think they're gonna like outdoors a lot. I think that they would like to be outdoors with you a lot. So, you know, if you're not an outdoors person, all the best. Pile number one. But for a lot of y'all, I do think y'all will enjoy being outdoors. I think it's just about finding the right person to be outdoors with, I guess. So there is also a lot of introvert energy I hear as well. Sweet. Anything I missed about pile number one's future spouse's physical appearance? Okay, so we have card number 17, which is monkfish, and 43, which is piety. So again, there is this long distance travel, and with the piety, there is this choosing between the older and the younger women thing going on. So again, it just reinstates that there could be a long distance thing over here, which at the right time you will be able to come together. You're very protected and blessed, so it will happen. You just have to keep moving forward through your own life and know that when it's the right time, even if you're trying to avoid your person, you're not going to be able to. Yeah. And with piety, again, your person has a lot of remorse, is what I'm picking up, and they would definitely like to make things right when given the chance, if given the chance. And I think that's all I'm getting for pile number one. Any other messages? Yeah, again, this is all I have for pile number ones. Again, it's a general reading. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video. Share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for private reading. And I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number two. If you chose the Triumphi Luna tarot deck, this is your reading on the physical appearance of your future spouse. So let's get into the reading. Okay, pile number two. So we have the Hermit, Queen of Swords, Knight of Wands, Eight of Cups, Nine of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Knight of Cups, and Temperance. So right away, pile number two, I think your person is going to be very, very attractive, not just to you, but to everyone. I think they're very conventionally good looking. And because of that, they almost felt very objectified over the years, as if people just couldn't see deeper. So they have become very defensive because of maybe some bad experiences they've had. We have Queen of Swords and Hermit. So your person is a bit of a loner. I think that is very, very clear over here. And they are the kind of person who would be like the hottest in the room, but they don't know that they're hottest in the room. Because there's something called the curse of Venus also, right? Where, you know, you could just be too beautiful for a situation. And I do think your person is like that. They could have an exalted Venus, but it could operate as a malefic. I really feel that they could have a combust Venus, or maybe it's conjunct Algol or something, or conjunct Antares. But there is this them wanting to hide their beauty, and it'll take them some time with you to truly open up, for you to really see who they are skin deep, you know. So I do feel that is a really important message. And I think your person might be very good at throwing people off, including you. And they might have a persona. They could even have a playboy persona, because we do have Knight of Wands. So at least they could very much give off this energy, even if they're not. I think they're very, very sweet. I think they're very, very loving. It's just a defensiveness that they have had to cultivate because of their situations. So a lot of patience at your end is really required with your person. because they do sort of feel like a crab that would just go into its shell, right? So there is this sense of a turtle going into its shell. So, and I think you both mirrored this within each other, because I think you both have been hurt. You both have had your unpleasant experiences, and you both will feel very safe with each other, which would be very alarming to you, because you don't usually, you could even just share things that you wouldn't usually with other person, and you could get very candid with your person right away. And there's also an importance on knowledge over here. So I think both of y'all are going to be very, very knowledgeable and intelligent, whether it's in different fields. Yeah. So there is going to be this polarity, but it's going to be like complementary polarity with you and your person. And I do think I do think your relationship is going to progress and become extremely telepathic. You won't even need words, and you're going to be very comfortable with the silence that exists between you both. And we have Ace of Pentacles, and I often read Ace of Pentacles as opportunities, but in a love reading, I've often seen it as pregnancy. So this could be, you could be having a lot of children right away, because again, it falls just below the Knight of Wands. Or it could be you working together, or it could be you doing both business and having lots of kids. So I think a lot of y'all are in a non-committal energy, but I think if you aren't already here, you will reach a place where you will want something serious and you will want to really settle down. And I think your person has been looking for the right person, but they haven't been able to find. And I think they also beat themselves up about the choices that they've made, maybe with the partners. But I do think at the right time, they would forgive themselves and their exes. Because your person is very emotional, more than they let on. And I think their behavior and actions are also driven by this deep undercurrent of heavy feelings, which comes out in unhealthy ways. So I do think this is maybe a shadow aspect within your future spouse that you will have to maybe help them with. Yeah. Your person is going to be very choosy with their words in the beginning, because it maybe in their past they've had people who have promised them things who didn't really keep up to the promise. So they themselves have become very wary of promising things to people. So I do think they will take some time to truly open up to you. But when it happens, that's when things would get much easier between you both. And again, with the Temperance card, I do feel there's going to be a lot of physical attraction. There's going to be a lot of just wanting to be with each other. Number two, I think your person is also going to be extremely fidgety, because I'm feeling very fidgety in this reading, and I'm not a fidgety person. So there is going to be this fidgety, anxious, nervous energy that they have. And I do think maybe you also have this to a certain extent, because Hermit is Virgo. Hermit is the Virgo card, and I've seen all Virgos, they have some compulsive disorder, one or another. Most of it is about cleaning, but not always. So there is going to be this very compulsive energy that you both will be able to see in each other, but you will not be able to see within yourself. So I think again, there's going to be a deeper healing that will happen when this union finally does come to light. But I do think there is some time in you meeting your person. And if you are in desperate energy right now, pile number two, let me tell you, you're not going to meet your person if you're feeling desperate right now. You really need to learn to love yourself better if that is the case. And I've had so many clients where they're like, I've done everything, and you can never love yourself enough. You can always love yourself more. So just the way you would not leave any stones unturned for your future spouse, I think you need to do that first for yourself. And I think you would be hence in a better place to attract in your person if, you know, you feel it's taking forever. I do feel you also have this compulsion to want to be with someone, and I know it's the most annoying thing when people tell you to let go and that's when you'll find the person, but sadly that's just how it works, right? By number two. So also understand that if you are alone right now, if you're not able to find a proper partner, it's okay. Maybe you're supposed to be alone right now. The hermit also starts the reading, right? So understand that maybe this is the time for you to discover who you are. So by the time you meet your person, you will know who you are. Because I do feel if you meet your person right now, things might not work out because both of y'all wouldn't be ready. And you would just trigger each other so much and you would push each other far away. So understand that with the Eight of Cups, you have to really work on your inner world. Don't neglect your inner world, pile number two. There is a lot that you have to let go. And I think the more you are able to let go, the more you are able to heal, you will also give your future spouse the energy to heal. And they will be able to do that in their own timeline. So understand the greater picture over here and understand why certain things are happening. Shuffle some oracle. Anything I missed? Wow, okay. So we have chaos, sentry, and separation. I was just going on and on about how even the not being with each other is an aspect of love, right? We cannot surpass that. We cannot bypass that stage until we go through it. And there's a very interesting meditation in the Bhairav Vignan Tantra where even even in the absence of a lover, you meditate on their presence. So I do think this pile is a little spiritual. So you need to, if most people don't understand, that's okay. But for you, you do need to understand why certain things are happening into your life and how you can use your spiritual tools to get yourself where you need to be. Pile number two. I do feel that is important because yes, there is a lot of chaos in your life, and I think you both will mirror this into each other, but through the chaos, you will be able to alchemize whatever is truly needed for your highest growth. And sometimes we do our best work alone, pile number two. That's just how it is. And maybe understand that you need all your energy right now to yourself to create what you want, right? And if there are issues around security, work through them, because only then will you be given the abundance of security, because we do have the sentry card. So I do feel it is sort of like a root chakra issue that you have. So please move your body every day if you're not. It's the small things, the small habits that you change over a long period of time. That's how people reach success. It's not something dramatic. It's not something drastic like you just leaving the country. So understand you are where you need to be, pilometer. And because of what you're experiencing right now, that will help you attract in your person even sooner. So I know this reading went all over the place, but that's clearly the message for you, pilometer. And again, to answer, you will be very, very physically attracted to your future spouse, obviously. And there will be a harmonious balance, and you will balance each other's energy out, which would make your life so much more honestly fun. I don't think you've had a lot of fun in a while, pile number two. So see how you can have fun, and your idea of fun doesn't have to be most people's idea of fun. Sometimes you might just want to read a book quietly or go to the beach, right? You don't have to like go to the club or whatever, or go to an amusement park or go for a movie. Just you do have this bit of introverted energy, so maybe do introvert things if that's what you're feeling called to do. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all I have. Any other messages? Again, so it's a general reading. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for private reading. And I'll see you guys in your next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose Murder of Crows Tarot, this is your reading on the physical appearance of your future spouse. Okay, pile number 3, we have the Devil, Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles, we have the Star, Nine of Cups, King of Wands, Six of Swords, Hermit, and we have Knight of Wands. So right away, they're going to be very, very attractive, your future spouse, pile number 3. They're not just going to be conventionally attractive, they're going to be very known and they're going to be very seen. We do have the Star card. So whether they could be online or in their workspace, they could be very, very known. And I think maybe you are a bit more of an introvert. Maybe you're more private, but your person's life, at least a lot of it, is going to be visible to a lot of people. And I think by the time you finally meet your person, I think you will just have to get used to that. I think that is going to be, because I do think you have a bit of a more reserved energy, but your person's energy feels very expansive. It feels like Jupiter. So they could be Sagittarius, Pisces, or they could be Capricorn. We even have Hermit energy, so they could even be Virgo or Aquarius. So understand that there's going to be a bit of triggering, but it is going to be the right kind of triggering that you both need to stabilize each other. And you both are going to be very stabilizing forces in each other's lives. And with the Devil card, I do think your person has a lot of vices. I do think they're very indulgent, whatever they indulge in. So I think by the time they meet you, they will definitely be recovering, or they will be on the path to recovery. And I think you will help them with that. And your person's energy feels very masculine. It feels very masculine. It feels like a go-getter. So they will seize the opportunity. They always will. We have Knight of Swords and we have Knight of Wands. And again, these are very masculine knights with King of Wands. So they definitely have a leadership quality. They do like to dominate. So I do think after marriage, you might have a bit of a tiff when it comes to you wanting to be a little more low-key and them wanting to go all out. So I do think that that's going to be a point of friction, but I think eventually you both will understand where the other person is coming from. They could be incredibly tall. We do have a lot of horses, but yes, they could be very, very strong. But for this pile, I do feel they're going to be very well-to-do. They could very much even drive a Ferrari over here. That's the energy I'm getting. They do have an old money vibe to them. They could even be new money. They could even be someone who has made it in first generation. But again, they're going to be very pompous with their wealth. I think that is going to be a signifier for you. And I don't think you always like a person like that, but I think you would be surprised because there is a lot of depth to them. But I do think it's also the nature of their work that requires them to be seen and be heard. And again, they have this bright light to them. So it's not like they can hide anywhere. And they're just maximizing what they already have. And like I said, they have this very Capricornian energy where they would just not accept defeat. We have Six of Wands, so they will get up and try over and over again. They're very persistent, and they're going to be very persistent with you when they are into you. Pile number 3. Yeah, I do feel a sense of upheaval over here, but it feels like a good upheaval. Like, so yes, there is strong Capricorn energy over here, and your person is going to be very indulgent, and they will indulge you, and they will expect to be indulged as well on any and every level. Let's just keep it to that. But we do have Nine of Cups in the center of this reading, so they will feel as if they truly got what they always wanted, and vice versa. I think you both will truly feel as if you're made for each other in the most romantic sense. So I know it's getting a little cheesy, but it's a positive reading. Be happy. I don't think this was the case with pile number 1 and 2. So yeah, pile number 3. Again, it's sort of a facade. Definitely, the wealth is a facade for them, but it also it protects them, and it helps them see who is truly on their side, because I do think they have had a lot of betrayal. I think your person has had a lot of betrayal, and I think you have also had a lot of betrayal, and it feels like a very karmic lifetime for both of you all. I'm not going to lie. It does feel very karmic, so understand the timing is at play over here, and when it's the right time, even if you're trying to avoid your person, they will be in front of your face. Trust me. So there is this energy of just truly surrendering to the time and knowing that when it's truly the time for you to be together, you will be together. Yeah. I think you both are going to make each other a little nervous because all of a sudden I couldn't speak. So there is going to be this very cute crush like energy, this nervousness that you might feel around each other, but in a very cute way, I would say, pile number 3. I do think I think either you or your person could have had a divorce or could have had a very serious relationship which really blew up in either your face or their face, and because of that embarrassment they don't choose to get serious. So again, by the time they meet you, I think they will be in a better place, or they will at least be healing, and I think you would be coming in to accelerate the healing journey, pile number 3, which is not always fun for you, right? But yeah, that does seem like the case over here, because you're going to trigger the dark night of the soul within them. We do have the hermit, so it's almost like you will be raising a mirror in front of them for them to really see into the deepest, darkest parts of themselves that they have tried to avoid over and over again. So it's going to be like a sweet confrontation. And there's also going to be a sense of when you're not together, just thinking about each other obsessively. Yeah. So I think it's very important for you, pile number 3, to keep yourself balanced in this relationship and not be controlled by your passions, because it's going to be very important for you to be grounded. I think you're going to be more of the grounded person, and I think your person is going to be more in this playful energy. So, and I'm not saying you won't be able to switch, but I think most of the time you're going to have to be the stabilizing force in your person's life, and I think you have been this in other people's lives as well. So it's just going to be a continuation of what you have already been doing as a part of your life purpose, I feel. But for this pile particularly, I do feel you're going to have a conventional white picket fence, whatever your version of that is. You're going to have that. There is marriage and children written over here for you. I think you also have a problem of not being able to be happy when things go your way, pile number 3. I'm sorry. I had to really point it out because that's another thing I channeled. So I think even when things are going right, you're just waiting for the impending doom, and why suffer before the problem has already happened? I think you yourself need to almost decapitate your intellect so you can be free of the past. Because I think the more you are able to burn up the past and let go of things, you would be so much more closer to meeting your person. So with you particularly, I do think you have very magical energy. So you will be able to manipulate time as well, pile number 3. I do think you have that ability. So wake up, realize your potential, and play things to your strengths. I think that's all I need to say over here. If this message is for you, you would get it. Yeah. Shuffle some oracle. Okay, pile number 3, we have card number 8, the Harpy, 24, Glutton, number 1, Drummer, and we have Adelina, 15. So we have a mix of cards. I do think because your person is so seen, they will have a lot of enemies, and I think that is something you're going to have to deal with, and you're going to have to sort of be their third eye in helping them weed out people that are truly not good for them. So they could have a lot of moochers around them. And with the Glutton card, I do think your person is going to be extremely indulgent, and I think that goes vice versa. So again, there is this emphasis on controlling the passions a bit whenever needed, and to not let things out of your control when you know you should not let things out of your control. So I think that is a core message for you with your person when you get together. Because again, they do have this childlike wonder to them with Adelina and the drummer. So, and again, Adelina, she's waiting for her wings to get big enough to fly. So I do think it's not the right time for you to meet your person yet. But I think the more you just work on yourself, and trust me, it is just that. It is the small daily habits that you change on a daily basis for the better. That is what helps you be in the best energy possible to attract the right person to you. Yeah. And I do think there's also this big energy of transformation. So I think you both will get a glow up just before you meet each other. I think you both will just start looking better than you already were just before meeting each other. So if you just start getting a lot of compliments randomly, just know that you're going to meet your person very, very soon, pile number 3. So that's also important for you to know. And a lot of people just ask me, how will I know, Vineet, if this person is for me? And my answer is always, you just know. And you have to give a bit of a time, not a lot, to know in your heart. Like, I think within 3-4 dates, you can tell if you're going to get along with someone or not. Yeah. So, any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number 3s. Again, it's a general reading. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video. Share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for private reading. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.